Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Pharaoh the Gnome. Welcome back to Sunday Morning Lotro. We're playing Lord of the Rings Online. It is Sunday, January 4th, 2026. Yes, it is the new year. And we're continuing our playthrough of the newest expansion for Lord of the Rings Online. This is Kingdoms of Harad. I am on my level 160 human champion, Larandon. This has been quite the adventure. So in the past, I had said that there was, let me get to the right spot. Yeah, we're good right here. Let me go ahead and get that off the screen. That there were four areas in this expansion. I was wrong. There's 5. So we had Adagam over here as the first area we came to. Kaigon was the second, and Shero was the third. Itigal was the fourth, and now we're in this little spot right here. Looks like a bay of sorts. Lots of little dots out here you see. Well, those are ships. This is a whole armada that has been built by the bad guys. This was supposed to be part of the original fight against Gondor and everything, but it didn't get deployed. It wasn't ready in time, so it's been over here in secret all this time getting completed. They're still building on it, and it's a massive issue. And so we are working towards getting rid of the ships here. So basically, you can see down here at the bottom of the screen it says to Adagam. So Adagam was this area over here. That was this area that I thought was the complete expansion. But right up here in this little area at the top right-hand corner of Adagam is this secret area that nobody knew about, where they were building ships, a massive shipyard that was part of Sauron's fleet that did not get to be part of the fight because it wasn't ready whenever he actually had his attack on Gondor and everything. So now that we have found out about that, we're trying to deal with it. I know that if you've been watching my series, which if you have, hey, thanks, really appreciate that. If you've been watching my series, you'll note that this does not go straight through. I've been skipping parts, in this because I play offline as well as online, and part of that is I want y'all to experience it. The game is fantastic. I want y'all to be able to go out there and experience everything. I don't want to give everything to you on these playthroughs. So you'll notice there's a big gap from where we were before when we were over here in Ansharo. We did some in Itigal, but not a ton. There's things that are missing, and that's so that y'all can go and enjoy the story on your own as well. So now that we are finally over here in the Fear Water, it's what's called the Fear Water, we're going to continue playing through this area. I have got a bunch of quests to do here, so we're going to do that. And so just to start this off, if you would go ahead, smash that subscribe button on YouTube, hit the follow or the subscribe over on Twitch. I do my live streams on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Then I cut up my videos and put them over on YouTube for y'all to watch any other time when it's not live. Keep in mind, if you are a Amazon Prime member, you get 1 free Twitch subscription every month to anybody you want. So if you're not using it, it's just going to waste. If you want to use that on me, subscribe on Twitch. I would greatly appreciate it. Head over to Pharaoh.com where you can find links to every single thing I do. I do multiple things. I have slot machine videos. I have console game videos. I have multiple channels. A lot of things going on. I've got music that I make as well through AI. I'm totally enjoying that. I'm going to maybe make a channel for that as well. Everything's separated so it doesn't get all mixed up. The algorithms don't like that sort of thing. If you're looking for a kinship, that's what a guild is called in Lord of the Rings Online, head over to Pharaoh.com, find the link to our Discord server, read the rules, very, very important, read the rules first, then go to the introductions channel, introduce yourself, chat with us, and see if we'd be a good fit for you. Anybody that doesn't know, this is Lord of the Rings Online, which is an MMORPG that's been around for over 18 years. Standing Stone Games is the developer. Head over to Lotro.com. That's Lotro.com. Create an account, download the game, and play for free. That's right. You can play the game for free, and you can earn the in-game credits. It's called Lotro points. We would call it LP. By simply playing the game, you do certain deeds. They give you LP, and you collect up that LP, and you can use that to unlock other things like expansions and so forth. You get a ton of free content as it is, but you can also add more to it by simply playing the game. Or you can get their subscription, which is like $15 a month, cheaper if you do it by the year, and you get a lot of benefit from that. I mean, seriously, a lot of benefit. So, that being said, we're going to jump into this here. You'll note that my character looks like a pirate. I've had this outfit for a while now, and thought this was appropriate because of the area that we're in right now. So we're going to run around in our pirate outfit for this right now. And as always, I'm drinking my coffee this morning. Happy Sunday morning, everybody. God bless you all. Hope you all had a good time at church and you're ready to enjoy some Lord of the Rings Online. Oh, yeah. Drinking Folgers. Straight black. That's the way I like it. Don't need any frou-frou in there. Alright, so let's see. We've got a few quests here. Defeat Airsworn of Sugnadar and take their weapons. Collect useful samples of Blight. Oh yeah, that's that one that's right over here. And find the workshop. Okay, yeah. They've got a... remember the fire substance that we had found in the last expansion that was super, super hazardous? Well, apparently they have it here, and they're planning on using that on their ships when they go back to fight Gondor. So we've got to take care of that. We need that to not exist. Look at all the ships. This is a major problem. Hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend. I'm having a great weekend so far. Did some played some demos on the Nintendo Switch 2 yesterday, and recorded some videos for my console channel. That's Ferone Plays Console Games. Again, head to Ferone.com so you can find links to that. And had a blast doing that yesterday. I'm going to do that some more. I've been putting up those demo videos, doing playthroughs of the demo games that I find for free on Nintendo Switch 2's eShop on my console channel, and really having a great time with that. I haven't made a graphic for it yet, so I just have to tell y'all about it. But if you would, be sure to head over to any of the music outlets, Amazon Music, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere. Do a search for Arc Ghost. That's one word, ARCGHOST. ARCGHOST. I've got AI music out there that sounds freaking phenomenal. I love it. I listen to it every single day. It's a electronic synthwave, kind of cyberpunky, Shadowrun sounding stuff. It's really cool. I mean, I know that I'm the maker and all that kind of stuff, but I listen to it probably as much as anybody else. It's because I enjoy it. I made music that I would listen to. And I've got some more music. My brother and I have been making some really cool stuff that we're going to put out there. We've been messing with other genres as well, and we've got some like thrash metal stuff that sounds amazing. I can't wait to put that out there. Oh, our sounds are going through the wrong spot. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. There we are. Y'all haven't heard any sounds this whole time. Let me make sure that it's actually going across. Yep, it is. Good. All right. Let me track this, see if there's any... Nope, doesn't look like it. I thought maybe there would be some scholar harvestables in here, but so far it doesn't look that way. Arr, he says. Arr. forgot me switch my chat over to multi-stream so I can see what y'all say, no matter if you're saying it on YouTube or on Twitch. Such a good game, honestly. It's like my favorite MMORPG right now. By far. Where are we supposed to be headed? Way to the other side of the port. Doesn't appear to be a Slayer deed for these guys. I really would have thought there would have been. Shing shing! Hail to the king, baby! Hail to the king. Can we get across that way? No. We need to go this way. By the way, this champion right now, I have him spec'd as single target damage. It's red build, the Berserker. I'm set up for pure DPS. Let me show you that real quick here. Yep, this is my DPS build that I've got going on. So I'm running Valor, Wit, Zeal, Determination, and Confidence. Let me make sure something on Wit. Yeah, critical rate, that's why I have that going. And we are currently working on trying to cap out Determination. At that point, we can move it over to one of the other ones. Valor, they're all so close to 100. I don't really want to waste anything on them. Because when it hits that cap, then anything else that goes to it's just wasted. Let's go this way. Really thought there would be artifacts in this town, but apparently not. By the way, this is called Starkhaven. It's good. Good coffee. Really impressive looking city here. Okay, I took care of them. We need to go to the other side of the city here to try to find where they have the oh, that war stuff I was talking about, the fire crap. Can't remember what it's called. Let's go ahead and mount up, see if we can get there a little quicker. I can remember how to get there. Is this the right way? That's not the right way, is it? Oh wow, this is so cool looking. Now we're on the right path. Okay. a massive city. Not many people here, but it is a massive city. I think that's because people aren't supposed to be here is the whole point. We thought they were defeated. Is this the right way? Or am I supposed to make a turn? Yep, I was supposed to turn. Alright, somewhere up here is the warehouse or something that we're supposed to be headed to. That'll learn you. A little bit of a delay there. Been noticing this weekend I'm getting just a tad bit of server lag. Not a whole lot. The game suffered from that for many years, and they fixed it with the 64-bit servers and changes they made, but it's like some reason this weekend we're getting just a little bit. Barrel is empty, but there are traces of Nargok smeared at the bottom. Okay. That's what we're trying to get rid of, is the Nargok. This barrel is also empty of Nargok. As you stand up, Corridon appears. Oh, hi, Corridon.
I have made an unpleasant discovery, my friend.
While I searched for the Nargok stockpile, I was surprised by a number of air-sworn corsairs, and it came to fighting. But they were not content to engage in combat with their blade alone, and they threw glass jars containing a small quantity of an oily substance at me. I evaded this attack with little difficulty. Am I not an elf of Lorien? But when the jar shattered upon the ground, it exploded with blue flame. Some of Belakad's corsairs have been given jars of Nargok to use in battle, Lorandon. We must retrieve these jars from them. Afterwards, let us meet back here. Alright, so we need to kill some baddies and get the jars of Nargok from them. Apparently it's going to be anywhere out in the shipyard area. Question is, what is the fastest way to get to the shipyard? I imagine any of the bad guys we find out here close to the shipyard are going to be people that could have the stuff, so we'll see. Nope, he doesn't show up as one. Oh, that wasn't a Corsair. This here's a Corsair. We'll check him. Yep. I lagged in. Wow, that was weird. Is that a bug? It is. Holy crap. That is bizarre. Okay. And then I accidentally went in the water for real. Okay, that was fun. So there's a bug right back there. You fall through the plank and end up in the water. I've noticed with this expansion there's been a fair number of bugs. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if they were rushed for time getting it out or what, but there has been quite a large number of bugs in this expansion. Where did that guy come from? Didn't see him. Still great story and everything. The areas look amazing and all. It's just there's a... We just went through the ground again. Wow. Okay, that plank is no good. Yeah. They need to spend more time on quality assurance on this expansion. I'm sure they'll fix it over time. Alright, 6 of 6. We're good there. We need to go back and talk to Corridon. Which way is it? Oh, it's further up here. Let's go ahead and get on our mount. And it seems like the number of bugs that you run into increase the closer you get to the end of the expansion, which leads me to believe that they didn't have enough time to perform a lot of quality assurance and fix things, QA and all that.
Did you separate the bottles of Najak from their bearers?
Good, for I have done the same. Also found a stack of parchment with an encampment of the Orahai. Within an encampment, okay. I think the soldiers knew not what to make of these papers. They are yellowed with age, and when we have finished here, I will take some time to study them. We found not the stockpile we sought, but I think we discovered the reason for that. The hungry fire has already been loaded onto the ships of the Song, and any excess considered unnecessary for their siphons and cannons have been given to the air swarm. It is more necessary than ever that we prevent the Song from setting sail. May Corridon have the time she needs to distribute the blight among the vessels of the fleet, and may we capture or kill the ones who might give the command to sail. But for now, we have done what we can. What do we do here? Oh, currency capped. Morgala Sarze. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Let's see here. So we need to come back around over here and do something out here. So reality is that's a long ways back around. So what we're going to do is we're going to call over to that spot because I have that saved. Just got to figure out which one that is. There it is. That wasn't so hard now, was it? No. Be sure to smash that subscribe button. We're at 870 subscribers right now on my main channel. Still trying to get to 1,000. Oh, I guess we could have turned in these two. Oh, okay. I guess you can't turn them in until you finish the other one. All right. Somewhere over in there. I'm not real sure how to get to it. Maybe I go up there and come back around. Yeah, I think this may be it. Since we're not dealing with the pirates anymore, let's go ahead and switch back to our ordinary outfit. Is it this one or is it this one? It's this one. There we are. Need 2 more of these. Alright. So now I bet you we're supposed to go, I think we're supposed to meet her outside of this little spot here. There she is. Kuradun.
Have you done as I asked?
Thank you, Lorendon. When handled with care, such samples as these may prove that even evil has its uses, for if the Song of Waves and Wind can be made unseaworthy, then even the Lagdavart may save some lives. I will continue my work applying the blight to the water by the ships of the Song. In time, no vessel will remain afloat, and the designs of Ordok and Mordor will be ruined. Sigilith is right that the leaders must be captured or slain to truly end this threat, but sinking the Song is an important step on that road. Thank you again for your efforts. Okay, so now I need to go back over here. Actually, there's something I want to fix on this appearance here. It's the tail. I'm not into that tail. Let's close all these down. Did I just change something? Thought I did, but it didn't. Alright. Tail. I don't like that braided one that they have going on. That's probably the one we're going to go with. Let's see what else there is real quick. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Apply. Yes. There we are. That's better. Wish we had the same level of appearance customization on our ordinary mounts that we have on our war steeds. It's a really cool system. I'd love to see them expand on it and add it to the ordinary mounts. Go ahead and dismount here because this could be bad if we fly off into the water. There's what I was looking for, is over here. Is this not the right spot? It's not. I don't know why I keep thinking I'm there and I'm not there yet. We got an ordinary mount. We don't have to worry about it shooting off a cliff like the other one does. Yeah, it's down there. See, I kept turning off too soon.
This is a good spot.
Dispose of the swords you gathered, and the water will erode the sharpness of the blades, rendering them unusable by our foes. Okay. Do I have to do that multiple times? Ah, yes, apparently.
You amuse me, my friend.
Now the air-sworn corsairs and the soldiers of Ordok will find it more difficult to threaten the peaceful lands downriver, should Coradun's plan not succeed. I hope it will, but we must plan for anything. That is a lesson of my mother, Gerhazi, and of the great hero Sharagnin. Alright, so now I think, yeah, we go back to the camp.
We are almost finished now. Only one thing remains to be done.
We must put an end to Nakasi and Balakad. Okay, so we're going to get a new heavy armor shoulders. And looking at the stats here, the vitality is better. The might is better. We get healing, incoming healing rating rather than physical mastery rating, which I don't like that, but okay. Tactical mitigation as opposed to, tactical mitigation is more than the other one. And let's take a look at the looks of it. Let me hit reset. That's what I currently have on there, which I really like that set. But this is what it looks like. And we'll take a look at how dyeable it is. We'll go ahead and make it red. So you can see it does the cloth underparts there. The rest of it stays the same. It's not a bad one. I probably won't be adding it to my wardrobe. I mean, it's nice, but it's not a look that I would use. What are the others? This is the medium. Yeah, not a fan of that medium at all. And the cloth. Cloth is good. Cloth is decent. And let's take a look at the shoulders. We'll dye it red again. So it's the cloth portion up there. Yeah, that is a decent one. For a cloth, that is actually really good. But we will take the heavy, because we're going to put it on.
Are you ready to deprive this fleet of its leaders?
Sure. What do we get here? Oh, cool. We got an ambient environment for housing. Alright, and let's see what we got going on here. You have only to give the word, and we will search the ruins for Nakasi and Balakad. They cannot escape the four of us, you, me, my brother, and the Demuri warrior Rahazi. Meanwhile, Coradun will continue to use the blight to damage the seaworthiness of the song. It will not be long before every vessel lies at the bottom of the lake. We must give her time enough to distribute the blight to every vessel of the fleet. We're going to get some cool stuff over here. Some housing stuff. Very cool. Let's hit accept.
I am ready if you are. They will
I am
not
ready.
long hide from us. Now we will end the threat of Balakad and Nakasi once and for all.
Balakad and Nakasi must be somewhere within the ruins of Kasukin. Kasukin? That's hard to say. That sit atop the island. From that high place, they can survey the fleet. It will not be long until they begin to see the effects of Coradun's interference. We must hurry. They will have defenders posted on the bridge that leads to the ruins, Lorendon. Prepare for a fight. I am prepared. Let's go.
Watch your step and fall not.
Okay. As long as the as long as the planks here don't allow me to fall through like they were doing on the at the port, then we should be good.
With so many corsairs hereabout, their leader must be near.
Up here!
They could definitely do with a revamp of the movement animations on their NPCs. It looks 18 years old.
Balakard, the time has come for you to die.
Wait, lower your weapons. I would first speak with you.
He wants to parlay, apparently. My lord, we have a novel to read. My childhood was one of tumult, Lurandon. My mother and my father spoke often to me of Castamir, instructing me that it was our duty to follow his example. Often I wondered if they were right. Was it true that elves would always seek to keep our people underfoot, subject to their laws and their shadowy rule? Could my parents have been wrong? From time to time I saw elves of the Oasis, the Kintai, and the markets of Umba Baharvel, and they seemed otherworldly to me, but never sinister. In truth, much of the evil I saw came at the hands of men. Did not the kindred of the coins hold me captive and chase my mother into hiding at the conclusion of their uprising? Was I not threatened with torture by Azageth, Sea Shadow, and Nikasi Wave Reaper? But then I beheld the terrible battle where the waterfalls ran red, and I saw the monstrous orcs that emerged from Utagbur. I heard the battle cries of the ferocious Atugi, and I saw the corpses piled at their feet. I perceived the name of their masters, Lorandon, and they were called the Tharduth. From afar I heard the wizard Inkanish speak of them as he strove against their powers. I knew them for what they were. They are elves, Lorandon. A terrible evil of the ancient world has awoken to endanger the lands of men, and it is in form and it is in form and nature precisely what my father believed it would be. Castamir was right, and my parents were right, and in their names I have gathered those who would fight to save our world from elf-kind. Nikasi and I have set aside our quarrel. With our ships and my loyal heirsworn, we will free all of Middle-earth from the grasp of the elves and those who aid them. If you will stand with me, I would welcome your prowess. You know how dangerous the Tharduth can be. Wow.
If you will not stand with me, you will die on this island.
Not if we have any say
Hold
in this,
my
Balakard.
L.
Then let us settle the matter and be content with the result.
Let's do this. I don't know why the NPCs feel it necessary to walk into you and fight from inside you instead of stopping in front of you.
Balakard! What has your crew done to the fleet? You. Is this your doing?
Yeah, it is.
What has happened to the fleet?
From the upper reaches, I witnessed something unbelievable. The ships of the Song have begun to take on water.
It is true! The nearest of these ships begin to sink!
Who said that?
I know not how you have done this. But you cannot have damaged every ship of the fleet.
Yeah, think again.
Balakard, command your ships to sail.
Yeah, while they're sinking.
You will go nowhere. Harad, block his retreat.
You will be our guest until the Golden Maiden has finished with the last of your ships.
You elves are always so confident in your own abilities.
Well, they're
How
pretty
will you
powerful.
react when someone reveals your weakness?
What?
Cordon!
What? What? The weakness was getting stabbed in the back? And don't worry about me. You have to stop them. Well, I would have, but they made me come over here and click on you. I imagine we don't get to have the final showdown with those two until they have a dungeon or raid put out for this expansion, which aren't out yet.
This is bad. Kuradon lies bleeding, and Balahad and Nakasi escape us.
They will sail the surviving ships of the Song of Waves and Wind downriver to war. We just
Through our
got some
efforts,
cool stuff.
most of the ships were damaged and cannot sail, but not all.
Not all. Balakad and Akasi will sail the remaining ships of the Song down the river Ikorban, endangering all the lands through which it flows. Mount your steed, Lorendin. The city of Umbar Baharbel lies at the mouth of the river. And if you bring word of the approaching ships to the rulers of the city, they may be able to close the river gate before the Song of Waves and Wind passes the city. Speak to me if you will do this. Of course I will do this.
Ride with as much speed as you can. You must get to Umbar before the Song of Waves and Wind.
Travel now.
Ride for Umbar. Ride with haste.
Virtue cap reached. We gotta change it. So determination is good now. Wit is good. Zeal. We'll work on zeal now. Where am I going? Race westward along the road to Umbar. Oh! What is... Oh, okay, alright, my bad. I thought that it was going to be a fight. That was not a fight. Let's go ahead and get on our war steed. They're shooting... Oh, that stuff at us. I can't remember what the name was. But it's the blue flame, basically. That was a lot of damage. Holy crap, I need to stop running into those. Maybe this is too fast of a... Okay, we got lucky. Crap, look out. Holy, okay, this mount is way too fast. I'm going to get killed on that mount. See, I can avoid them on a normal mount. On a war steed, not so much. Oh crap, we got hit by that one. In fact, let's... Oh, okay, alright. I was going to jump off my mount and use a potion. We're good now. Alright. Hold on a second. Is that one of the ships? Yeah, the ships are out here. Dot! They got me on that one. The cannons fall silent behind you as you outpace your enemies, but Umbar remains far distant. Woo! Keep going! Kashig leaps from his guard post and calls for you to stop. Stop! What drives you toward Umbar Bahraba with such reckless speed? Lorendin, is that you? It is.
If this fleet is as dangerous as you say it is, the city is in grave danger.
Yeah,
You must
that's the
hurry
point.
onto Umbar.
Bring your warning to the guards at the gate and I will follow behind you. Okay, we are. Did it actually show me where to go this time? I think so. Alright. In fact, now let's get on our war steed, now that we don't have blue flames being shot at us. Come along, Hank. We must ride like the wind. That is the name of my war steed. It's Hank. Because yes, in this game you can name your mounts.
A hostile fleet sails towards us down the river Ikorban? That is absurd. What proof have you of this?
Warn the folk at the waterway market. Okay. I'm going to say, the guard is an idiot. We're moving on. It's going to be right up in front of me. Who am I supposed to tell here? Somebody here? I don't see... Oh, okay, we just have to beckon. Do we have to click anybody? They'll give you their attention. Alright, here's somebody.
A hostile fleet approaches from the river? Can this be so?
Alright, she's going to tell some people. And they're going to tell some people. And they'll tell two people. And they'll tell two people. Fleet of ships named, manned by the Airsworn approaches from the river Ikoban. How can this be? Well, I don't have time really to stand here and tell you how it can be. It's happening. Are we in danger? Yes, you're in grave danger. I know you for a friend of the city, Lorandon. If you say a hostile fleet approaches Umbar Baharbel, then it must be so. We must arrange for the defense of the city. We must get everyone away from the river. Talk to Daxamat by the pool. Where's Daxamat at? It's up here. Oh, there he is. Hey, it's Daxamat! It's been a while.
What is this I hear? Tell me what I can do.
You asked Daxamat to spread the word to the people of the city that a fleet of dangerous ships carrying orcs and Ordahai soldiers approaches from Ikorban. I will. You should find my brother Jajax at the Forum of Bith Gabar. He will know what to do. Okay. And wrong. Let's get on an appropriate mount. There we are. Where is he at? Over here. This city's always tough to get through. It is a, it's a maze. Go up here and hang a right, I think. Beautiful city. Incredible on this city. They made this in the 2 expansions ago. Corsairs of Umbar. Incredible city. I absolutely love the design they did here. But it is a pain to get around. Okay, we need to... Yeah. Where? Here. Okay.
What did you say? A secret fleet sails toward the city? And I was not informed?
You tell Jajax that Nakasi Wave Reaper and Balakad have taken control of the Song of Waves and Wind and equipped its ships with dangerous Nargok weapons. If it is not kept from leaving the Ikorban River, all of Middle-earth will be in danger. You need the Kindred of the Coins to close the river gate. You will want my help with this, Lorandon. Let me know when you are ready for us to speak with them. I am ready.
The Kindred of the Coins will listen to me. You will see. No one can refuse Jajax.
All this time I thought it was
It is
Jajax
not
as
too late, my
Jajax.
friend. Our warning will reach the Kindred with hours to spare.
Lorandon, I have not seen you since your steps brought you to Umbar Mok. I have come over above ground to ask Koltek, but my errand can wait. Something troubles you. You quickly tell Bedrick that Nakasi Wave Reaper sails a hostile fleet toward the city, and the banks of the Ikorban River are not safe. I will delay you no longer. Tell the Kindred of the Coins what you have told me.
The Kindred will protect us. Hurry now!
If by our warnings we save the city, the Kindred will surely seek to reward us for our actions today, Lorandon. Let us hurry. Of course, that's what Jajax is most interested in, is getting the reward. face is lined with worry, Lorandon. What brings you with such urgency to Darlaja? You tell Harmelik that Nakasi Wave Reaper sails a secret fleet armed with Nargak cannons and crewed by orcs of Mordor and soldiers of Ordok down the Ikerban River. She frowns uncertainly.
You are certain of this? You have seen this fleet?
You must order the closing of the river gate. Only the kindred of the coins can prevent this fleet from passing the city.
For what reason would Nakasi harm Umbar Baharbel? The hatred she bears is for Gondor.
But it is in your power to prevent this.
The river gate will remain open.
Wow.
If the Song of Waves and Wind is to be the doom of Gondor, I will not stand in its way.
How is it you know the name of this fleet, Armelak? When neither of us have spoken it aloud.
Whoa. Hello. Twist. It's a twist, my friends. So there's a fight then. Fine. There are not enough of them to best both Jajax and Lorandon. He's right.
This
Hold my
corsair
L.
fights for Umbar, not for the usurping kindred.
Yeah, run away, you coward. Oh, we gotta talk to Koltek. You know, there is little to be gained by dying here, Lorandon. Koltek lowers his voice so only you can hear him. Harmelik might have pretended she first heard the name, the Song of Waves and Wind, from you when you visited her in her manor, but she is not as clever as she thinks herself to be. Wealth cannot buy wisdom, only experience can do that. When Asgith told us of the song's existence, neither of us believed in it. If the Dark Lord of Mordor could not rely upon such a fleet, of what use could it be to us? But it seems Nakasi has done the impossible. The Nargak I sent her from Ashigar will prove the difference, I think. When Gondor burns, the folk of Umbar Baharbel will rejoice. Holy crap, Koltek! Looks like this is it, Lorandon. We have to put our faith in Daxamat now.
Seize them!
Wow. So we went from Umbar being a friendly kind of city to being an enemy. Again. It's not much, Dax, but you can stay here as long as you need. I have lived here ever since kinsman Belendor ordered my release from the Gel following his return from Ikerban. Many of my fellows were freed as well. I know not what Belendor saw there, but I am grateful for it. You can stay here until you learn what happened to your brother. There has really been no word of him since he and Lorandon went to Darlaja. You can leave your belongings in the storage room. Go through the door behind me into the hall. The storage room is the door on the left. So now we're playing as Jajax. I'm sorry, as Dax. Am I supposed to... I should have read that better. My sinuses, man. Alright, it says leave your belongings in a corner of the left storage room. Alright, this is the left side. There it is.
There is someone here for you, dogs. At the Mamir dwarf I have never seen before.
If he is not a friend of yours, I will send him away. If it is true that an enemy fleet approaches the city, we should not draw attention to this place. Return to the entrance. Refuse to speak with the new Timamir arrival. Where's the entrance? Was that over here? Ah, yes. It's Baruch. You have never met this Timamir before. Why does he ask for you? You are Daxamat, the brother of Jajax. I've been looking for you. I have tidings of him you should hear. I spoke to many people hoping to find you, but at last a rumor monger directed me to this place. Now, hear what I have seen. I was in Darlaja when your brother and my friend Lorandin petitioned the Kindred of the Coins to close shut the river gate and prevent the approaching fleet from passing the city. Almost did I leave, but curiosity stayed my feet, and I watched from afar as they were seized by the guards. They were brought to the Gale, and are now captives of Harmelech. Even Koltek has sided with her. I can think of no just reason for him to do this. I fear the Kindred of the Coins has betrayed the city. Even now I hesitate to return to the streets. They may keep watch for any who witness their duplicity. Lorandin proved a friend to many of us in the city. How can they justify imprisoning him after such monumental deeds on behalf of Umbari and Tamamir alike? You need a way to pass unseen from this refuge without being seen by spies loyal to the Kindred of the Coins. I would not call this day fortunate, but perhaps in this matter alone I have some good fortune to share. Pass through the door behind me and take the stairs down to the cellar. You'll see what I mean. This is the way to do it right here, gentlemen. When they do the session play, I hate it. But this, where they just put you in another character in the actual game, that's way better.
Ah, I see what your friend has in mind. I know a waterway to Umbar Mok when I see one.
With this, I can enter and leave the refuge without detection by spies loyal to Harmelech. Baruch shakes his fist in the air. I still cannot believe Koltek would endanger the city in this way. I have never known Lorandin to lie, and he was most clear that a hostile fleet sails down the river toward us. I may be able to contact someone who can get a message to the prisoners. We'll return and let you know if I succeed. Hear the sound of a door closing in the distance and voices drift from above. What am I supposed to do? Return to the entrance. More new arrivals, a man and a woman you have not met before.
Word spreads through the city that a hostile fleet approaches on the Ikorban River.
And that Lorandin has been imprisoned for trying to stop it. Can this be true? My wife Kasha and I name Lorandin a friend. Any who seek to harm him must answer to us. My deadliest days are behind me, but I have mates enough throughout the Shield Isles and the Cape to make things difficult for the Kindred of the Coins if they truly have betrayed the city, as the whispering suggests. If the word of the advanced scouts can be trusted, it seems likely. They say you can hear orcish voices from at least one of the approaching ships.
Rumors spread like wildfire throughout the lower ward.
Is it true that Lorandin has been imprisoned by the Kindred of the Coins? I can think of no reason for him to languish in the Gale, especially if he sought to warn us about this approaching danger. Why would the Kindred support this attack? My husband owes a great deal to Demoldo Fiercewater, who convinced him not to join Balakor during the war, but that was a different Kindred, and people say Demoldo is slain. People also say you and your brother are Lorandin's close companions, Daxamat. Tell us what we must do to help, and we will do it. The people turn to you for guidance, Dax. You stammer to Iter that you don't know what to do. You rest an assuring hand on your shoulder. Ask yourself what Lorandin and Jajax would do if they were here. Okay, so he's thanking. Yes, that is exactly right, Dax. Today we begin to fight against those who would betray us, for Lorandin and for Jajax. None would mistake me for one of the Corsairs of legend. My prowess is not in combat or swordplay. I spent many weeks in the Gel when the nobleman I thought to rob of his purse proved more vigilant than I expected, so I would not recommend you assign me task of thievery. Peter laughed suddenly. There is one thing I can help you steal, Dax. Together we will steal the hearts of the people, right from under the noses of the kindred. Folk have already come here, searching for someone to lead them, and more are sure to come. We're going to need a place where we can make our plans. Maybe we should set up the room on the right so we can accommodate our growing numbers. Room on the right, okay. This is a start, but there is more to be done. The Kindred of the Coins have two places where their leadership can feel safe. Within the meeting hall of Darlaja, and within the strong walls of the Citadel of the Winds. As our numbers grow, we will need to find some way of threatening these bastions, and making the Kindred question its safety and sources of its power. There's something else, too. Harmelik and Koltek have imprisoned two of our most significant figures, Dax. The city will not forgive this outrage, and as word of it spreads, the dominion of the Kindred must begin to weaken. Did they underestimate how beloved Lorandin has become to the people of Umbar Baharabel? Did they underestimate the popularity of your brother, Jajax? I think these were mistakes, Dax. But now we must ask ourselves an important question. For how long will the Kindred keep Jajax and Lorandin in captivity? Are they still alive, and if they are, for how long will they remain so?
I hope they are all right.
Might as well settle down. We're not going anywhere, Lorandin. What am I supposed to do? It says pass the time in your cage.
Did you hear that?
Nope,
Someone
I
is
didn't.
coming.
Itch.
I trust you two are comfortable.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Why have you come here, Amelak?
Such hostility.
I feared the din of celebration in the city above
Might keep you from sleeping.
The people rejoiced as the song of waves and wind passed the city and sailed on to Gondor.
You tell Jajax that Harmelik is lying. Aye, he agrees. She lied before, and she lies again.
For what reason would I lie to you now? Victory is already mine. Gondor will burn. Umbar will triumph.
You have forgotten something, Harmelak. You may learn it again, to your sorrow.
What have I forgotten?
Inkanush.
Umbar is a free city.
That too.
I know it well. I have made it so. The Kindred of the Coins overthrew the heirs of Castamir and the Church of Barkush.
The people did this. How will they react when the castle returns with her fleet? How will they welcome its crews of Erswans, Orcs, and Orthakai?
They will do as they are told.
Maybe, but I would not.
It will not be as you say. It will not be as you say. The people of the city will know why I could not close the river gate. If the song of waves and wind could not leave the river Ekaran, Nakasi would have turned the Nargok cannons upon Umbar Baharabel. Should we have sacrificed our own city for the sake of Gondor? You ask Harmelik if she truly believes that Nakasi and Balakad would have destroyed their own city, as she waves a dismissive hand. You believe the people of the city share your uncertainty, Lorandin.
When next I return, You may believe differently. Farewell.
Bye, Felicia.
You might as well get some sleep. We may be here a while.
A girl watches you from outside the cage. I have a message for you from one of the Temamir. He says, the work continues. We need many hands to mine the Abashah. We will forge new medallions from it. Remain alert for its shine and stay safe. The mine is treacherous, but there will be a light in the darkness. The girl turns to go, but she hesitates. She faces you again, and you try to remember where you have before heard this voice. We watched as the ships passed the city. One galley tried to block the way to open water, and it was sunk. The terrible smoke of the cannons smelled foul. We saw orcs on the deck of one of the ships. They cheered as the ship of Umbar burned. The water could not quench the blue flames. Even through the bars, you can see the pain in her eyes.
I did not always live in the shadows of Umbar Mok. I had a home in the city once. Family who loved me. But they did not survive the flames of Barkush. I have been Tefisa ever since that day.
You never saw her face before now, but it was in Umbar Mok that you spoke to Tefisa. She is one of the Taurasi, the forgotten children who make their way through hidden paths beneath the city. Must have been the Temamir Buruk who gave her this message to bring to you and Jajax. Tefisa studies your face closely. I watched the flames destroy my home once, stranger. They were orange and red then, the embers lit by servants of Bakrush, but a fire is a fire. Those ships will set ablaze the homes of Gondor, but they will return. When they return, the conflagration will spread to the homes of Umbar. They can help you escape, but I have a price.
Nothing comes for free. If I help you to escape, I need something from you. I promise. Will you swear to destroy the ships and their masters?
Yes. You through the bars.
So it is pledged, and I will not forget.
Dick sleeps on, oblivious to everything.
Messages arrive from all throughout the city, Daximat.
The song of waves and wind passing so near to the city has caused our numbers to grow. The people cannot disbelieve the evidence of their own eyes that the kindred allowed their ships to sink in Umbari Galley. They have allied with orcs, and by so doing are no better than those vile creatures. The fleet has sailed into the bay and left us behind, but the kindred will still come to rue its passage.
I've been running hither and yon all morning.
Messages are coming from every ward of the city. I've been running hither and yon all morning. Let me rest. I beg you, only for a moment. Once I have caught my breath, I will return to the work. You tell Nakura he should rest, for he will be of little use to Ilmagoli, the rising tide of rebellion, if he falls down from exhaustion. He smiles gratefully. Only need a moment, Daximat Ridley. But if you climb the stairs and check to see if Sekhet has slipped any more messages under his door, my rest should cost us very little. There were none when I last checked, but that was a few minutes ago. Stairs, okay. Elvis, not right now, baby. I'm doing a stream. My cat has decided that he needs my attention.
Already there are more messages from elsewhere in the city.
Events are moving quickly, Daxamat. You should spread out those papers on the planning table. More folk will wait for their orders.
Rumina and I can move unnoticed through the lower ward with great speed.
Until the moment we want to be seen and to be heard. I am confident we can spread the news of Harmelech's betrayal of the city, and that Koltek may be aiding her. It will not be difficult. Few of the Umbari failed to see the enemy ships as they passed the city. And it was apparent to all that their corsair crews had joined hands with soldiers of Ordok and orcs of Mordor. It is an outrage and a mockery. I understand there is a plan in motion to free your brother and Lorandon from captivity. Has there yet been any word? What am I supposed to do? Go down the cellar.
I bring good news from Umbarmok, Jaximat.
My contact has spoken with Lorandon. He and Jajax are being held within the Fleetfast Gale. And the Tarasi girl is willing to show us a secret way inside. She seemed very insistent that if she performs this task for us, we will see that the enemy fleet is destroyed. No, not if that is within our power, but I told her we would consider it. We need Lorandon and Jajax freed. We can consider nothing until that happens, am I right? Oh, what do we got going on here?
For now I relent. If you give me a reason to fight, I will not again lower my coppices.
Until the battle is done. Belendor and I were away from the city, visiting the arid hills of Damarazag and looking for evidence of the Tharduth. We found none, but when we returned to Umbar Bahabel, the shouting of its people could be mistaken by no one. Someone had allowed a fleet of Mordor and Ordok to pass by the city, and as it sailed into the bay, it turned its cannons upon Umbari ships. Even now, the wreck of an Umbari galley smolders with the blue flames of the hungry fire. Some members of my kindred seem to have allied with this fleet, but only one arranged for me and Belendor to be away from the city when it arrived. This was the work of Harmelech. She knew this fleet was on its way, and she wanted to ensure Rothog did not stop it.
You are Daxamat, yes? The brother of Jorjax. These men follow your command?
Belendor looks you up and down and releases his hand from the hilt of his sword. I should have known something was amiss, Daxamat. Harmelech's sudden interest in the Tharduth should have raised my suspicion, for always has she dismissed the servants of Morgoth we faced in Orish Dar as less of a threat to Umbar than others. To ask Rothog and I to travel to Damarzag to learn if they have any presence there seems an obvious ruse now, a means of keeping two members of the kindred from interfering with her plans. When we departed, I thought only that at last she was taking seriously the danger. But now we have returned and we must decide what can be done. Where is Lorandon? We should ask him for his thoughts. Well, he's in jail.
Imprisoned? We will need to do something about that.
I'm going to take a break to feed the cat because he's getting relentless over here, as cats do. It'll be just one moment. I'll be right back. Cat break. Hey, why are you being a butt? Why are you being a butt? Because you want food. I'm trying, buddy. He doesn't want to open. Manufacturing's gotten worse and worse in the world. Now things that are supposed to tear easily don't tear at all. Here they are. Now we got it. Come here. Go to your food. jacket here. Go ahead and take my jacket off. It's warmed up a little bit. Much better. Alright, we're back. Imprisoned? We will need to do something about that. Something else troubles me. Some of the people with whom I spoke claim that Nikasi commands the fleet, and she has joined hands with Balakad, the son of Belacor. Their ships are crewed with air-sworn corsairs, orcs of Mordor and Orahai, soldiers alike. If this is true, fully half of the kindred of the coins have changed their loyalties. Nikasi, Harmelik, and Koltek can no longer be trusted to lead. Where is Tathata in all this? She has always been more solitary than the rest, but if she sides with the betrayers, it will be difficult for Rothog and I to convince the city that our position is just. That way is certain to lead to bloodshed. I do not fear it. I would prefer not to slay my fellows if it might be avoided. But we need to remove the blight from the kindred of the coins in order to cleanse it one way or another. But you are the leader of this band of fighters, Daxamat. Consider all that must be done and give your people their commands. The uprising in Umbar begins now. Oh, what is this? Guise of Daxamat. Very cool. Is it a bauble? It does not say. Use the table. Okay. We got a cat here now. Isn't that appropriate?
Rumina and I have many contacts with the Haven and the Lower Ward.
We will spread the news of Harmelik's betrayal and rally the Umbari to march upon Darlaja. Corsairs and mariners, vendors and caravan drivers, even the troublemakers and brigands of the gut. All these folk have reason to overthrow the rulers who think to sell us to Mordor or Ordok. Even the Corsair Jedith may join us in this. He is retired from the privateering trade, but he will see the rightness of Ilmagoli's cause.
I know of a place where many weapons are stored, Dax.
Beneath the Dahal Haluz, in Kamrabazur, are racks and racks of weapons for use in the arena. But that is not all we can take from there. The gladiators revere Rothog as both a great warrior and a leader of the city. They are shown he sides with us to overthrow the villains who betray Umbar Baharbel. We will have obtained not just weapons, but fighters to wield them as well. We must not underestimate the reputation of Rothog the Storm. The prospect of facing him in single combat was enough to keep me safely and content in the Gal. I knew not that kinsman Belendor would free me from captivity without fighting only days later, but I did know not to face Rothog on the blood sands for my freedom. But today I will fight for freedom from the traitors who pretend to speak for Umbar. But I fight beside the storm and not against it.
There is no need to draw stones, as is the custom among my people in Garbarkat.
I know what duty is set before me. First I will go to Mekab Kapfa with this unpleasant news. Koltek has jeopardized the lives, safety, and wealth of the Temamir people. I will bring those of my fellows who agree with this position to the shoreward stone, where we will seek an audience with Inik Julbrow, the Hall Father. One way or another, Koltek will be removed from power for his part in this calamity. While I do this, someone else must make... Man, the sinuses. While I do this, someone else must make use of the secret entrance into the Fleetfast Gel in order to free your brother, Lorandin. Your brother and Lorandin.
You have given these folk their orders, Daxamat. What now is your role to play?
You tell Belendor that you are ready to free your brother Jajax, and the hero... Hold on. Man, my sinuses hate me. You tell Belendor that you are ready to free your brother Jajax and the hero Lorandin from the Fleetfast Gale. But before you can say anything else, he shakes his head. I think not, Daxamat. That is a dangerous undertaking. I cannot say how it has happened, but you have somehow become the leader of this rising tide, this Ilma Goli, however you say it. Without you to focus these varied and disparate fighters, I think this uprising is snuffed out like a torch clouds doused in seawater. Man, I'll learn to read eventually. You must remain here at this refuge in order to coordinate the efforts of Ilma Goli. The rescue of Lorandon and your brother must be left to others.
Rosog and I will lead this rescue mission.
Lorandon and Jawjax are imprisoned by those we encountered allies. Let's start again. Rothug and I will lead this rescue mission. Lorandon and Jawjax are imprisoned by those we counted allies, even friends. The two of us must set this right. I'll speak with the Tamamir about this secret entrance he has discovered. Were it not now of use, I would rue its very existence, but it seems such a way into the Gao will now help us bring our friends to freedom, and about that I will not complain. Regret not that you do not accompany us. There will be danger enough for you here, Daxamat. All of the city will soon come alive with anger, and you must be ready to guide its furious voice. I swear, I'm trying to read and my eyes are trying to go faster than my mouth.
Good fortune go with us all.
I wonder if Gondor has already been defeated, Lorandon. It is difficult to tell the passage of time from down here, but if the weapons of the Song are as dangerous as you say, it will not take long for Nakasi to complete her mission.
Get them! What is happening up there?
Our rescue.
You may want to stand back.
I'm going to
Rosog?
stand back. It is good to see you again, Lorandon, but we have not the time to catch up. Rothog and I will stay and guard the rear while you and Jawjax make your escape. The way out is downstairs. Daxamat leads the rebellion against Harmalik and Koltek. With every passing moment, more and more of the people join Ilmagorli, the rising tide. I am sorry this has happened, my friend. I thought the sickness in the kindred ended with Azageth, but it was not so. Harmalik and Koltek have betrayed the city, and I must make it right. Where is the... Guessing since they're that way, we'll go this way. Nope, that's a dead end, so we'll go this way. And that didn't work either. Oh, we gotta talk to Jawjax. Did he say Daxamat leads the uprising against the kindred? My brother Daxamat? There's not been some misunderstanding. My brother is one who follows, not one who leads. I am the one who leads. I know I said we should put our faith in Dax, Lorandon, but I did not expect something like this. You better go. I have to see it before I will believe it. Okay, now we'll try to go. Which way, Jawjax? There you go, it's that way.
Guards might have the keys. You should free us some friends on our way out.
Okay, let's find a guard. We still can't go forward. Oh, it's a slain guard right there. Why am I not able... Oh, there's another slain guard right here I did not see. Oh my god, back up, click on it. It's going, you can't see it, you can't see it, we won't let you go on, no. Let's open your door. Is there not anybody else I need to let out? We'll get stuck by another invisible wall, I'm sure. And Jawjax was like, see ya, he's out of here. Where is the door that I need to open? There you go. You're free! So are you. And you too. Would you like to leave? How about... Nope, not you. You're not there. You can go. You too. Nobody there? Y'all can leave now. The Kindred of the Coins is dead, Lorandon. It was created to protect the people of the city, not to burn them alive as did the Church of Barkosh. If the Umbari do not slay Harmalik and Koltek for their betrayal, I will do it myself. Below the city I witnessed Belendor and Rothog traveling with great speed and pursued them. Had they supported Harmelik's treachery, they would be dead already, but it seems these two have not abandoned their wits. We are to bring you by paths beneath the city to the hideout where the uprising began. Are you ready? You hesitate. Images of thatched Gondorian cottages wreathed by blue flame flash before your eyes, followed by homes in the Umbari style, suffering the same fate. You remember a small voice asking you to destroy the ships and their masters. Do we go down?
Why have you not already left, Tatata?
I'm trying to, but the invisible wall's keeping me.
It would appear our prisoners have second thoughts.
What? I don't have a second thought. What is the cause for this delay, Lorendon? The city above is a tinderbox ready to catch fire at the slightest spark, and Ilmagorli cannot now be stopped. You tell Belendor that you fear for the people of Gondor, unaware of the deadly danger that sails toward them, and for the people of Umbar. He nods. It occurred to me that Nakasi will not give up this fleet when her business in Gondor is completed, he replies. She will return with it to Umbar Baharbel, and any passing whim will be enforced by cannon and with hungry fire. My ship Sotoka is moored in a hidden harbor not far from here, Lorendon, and none can match her speed when her sails are full. You ask Tathata if she would be willing to pursue the Song of Waves and Wind to Gondor despite the danger, and she stares at you seriously. On my last voyage with Nakasi, we sailed around the coast of Outer Gondor. Our purpose was to prove to the new king of Gondor that despite the defeat of Umbar in the war, the kindred of the coins was not without strength. Umbar would not be subservient. Umbar must be treated as a powerful neighbor worthy of respect. But then Demoldo was slain, and the light in Nakasi's eyes changed. Hatred drove her. We encountered the grove of a tree tender on the Cape of Anphelis. Later I learned from Nastananasoran that his name, at least in the tongue used by elves and men, was Leafshade. Nakasi threatened to burn his grove as a message to Gondor, and I told her I wanted no part of it. But had Natasanasoran not surrendered to her, I know she would have burned that grove with fire and torches, and all of Gondor beside. Now she possesses the ability to do just that, Lorendon. If my ship Sotaka can stop her, I cannot remain idly by and claim to have not aided her. For Leafshade, if not for any others, my ship is yours. Agents of Koltek and the Airsworn stand between you and the hidden harbor. I hope you are ready. Alright. The hidden harbor is just ahead. Must cut through these foes if we are to reach Tathata's ship. Well,
Attack!
hold my L. Next. Shing shing. Hail to the king, baby.
It is good to get my blood flowing again! Tatata ship is near!
Let's go then. Come on, move. Ah, okay, we're going to fly there. Ah, yes, down here. Tathata's ship, Satok, is something. Is moored in the hidden harbor. Okay. Did we just go? Yeah, we just boarded it. Okay. What now? Board the ship and go below deck. Okay, below deck. Is this how I go below deck? Okay, it did it on its own. Alright. Jawjacks. Oh, this is more like it. I've always been more at home aboard a ship, even if that ship carries me to dangerous battle in defense of Gondor, of all places. At least the legend of Jawjacks will continue to grow. We will leave the uprising against Hamalek and Koltek in Daxamat's capable hands. Ha! capable. There is a first time for everything, I suppose. I hope we are not making a grave mistake, Lorandon. I doubt we are. I need to talk to somebody else. Here we are. I am sad, Lorandon. Yes, Rothug, why he is sad, and he grumbles something you cannot hear. When you ask him to repeat it, he heaves a heavy sigh. I did not think to bring Rorschach with me when we came to rescue you from the Gal, and Tathata says there is no time for me to go get him. Now he must stay behind in the city instead of joining the battle in Gondor. You miss all of the fighting. Perhaps one of the members of Ilmakole will bring him to Darlaja to slay Harmalik or Koltek. He would like that. Oh, I hope they do. Sergon has been upon my mind these last few hours, Lorandon. What would he say to know that now I sail to his home of Gondor in a desperate bid to defend it from destruction? I know the answer. He would smile and clap me upon the back and say he would do the same for my own home. What do Gondor and Umbar have in common? Sons and daughters who would die for them against any threatening danger. Where's Tathata at? Ah, here she is. Sotoka is a fast ship, but the song departed many hours before us. We may be too late to prevent Nakasi from completing her mission. She is driven by vengeance, Lorandon, not just for the death of Tumulto, but for every injury and injustice she has suffered during her years of life. Each of these wounds has fed her hatred, and now she has been blinded by her desire for vengeance. Tathata smiles grimly, a most rare sight indeed. That is the meaning of Sotoka, Lorandon, vengeance. Is it chance or plan that speeds us in pursuit of Nakasi aboard a ship of vengeance? I cannot say. The world is a curious place. The world, even, is a curious place. And so the ship Sotoka made for Gondor in pursuit of the song and a desperate something. Desperate hope. But some of those who sailed that way would never return.
The Harland burns.
We arrived too late.
Gondor cannot be without defenders.
Yes, guys of Daxmat, that's super cool. Alright. Gondor cannot be without defenders. Where are its knights? Where are its fighters? The king of Gondor would not permit an incursion so near to the White City to remain unmet, unless he had no choice. He must press forward to the northwest in search of any who might stand against Nakasi. Let's put that right. Actually, we'll put it right over here. There we are. Alright, where are we at? And the map doesn't work because we're in an instance. Make your way northwest. Northwest seems to be in that direction. Let's try to stay out of the fire. Oh, we had an invisible wall that defeated us. Take a look around here. Is that you, Lorandon? We are hard pressed here and have lost many men in an attempt to learn what villain bedevils us. I thought the Corsairs tasted bitter defeat during the war and their fleet destroyed. Tell the soldier the Song of Waves and Wind had been kept secret from most of Umbar, but a number of their captains schemed to use it against Gondor. We sailed forth from Minas Tirith when we first received word of enemy ships sailing toward the Harland. King Elisor led the charge, but we could not get near enough for fear of the terrible blue flames fired from their weapons. Is it true they have wrought new quantities of the Umbari fire? The king was pushed away from the river. Find his men to the northwest, past the graveyard. Northwest. Keep going in this direction.
Do my eyes deceive me? No. You have returned to stand with us.
Against the Corsairs of Umbar, Lorandon. I hope you have not arrived too late. When we traveled with King Elisor to Outer Gondor that he might hear the concerns of his people and help them rebuild from the war, I did not think we would so soon be thrust once again into such horrors as have come to the Harlan this day. It is my duty and Lornian's to safeguard the king. But how can we protect him against a fleet that wields such terrible weapons, and is crewed by every enemy that ever vowed to destroy Gondor? Corsairs, Eredrim, and Orcs, all united in hatred against us. King Elisor has established a camp on the overlook atop this sloping path, Lorandon. Go to him and learn what can be done against these invaders, if there be anything. There's King Elisor. King Elisor turns to face you, his expression brightening as he recognizes your return from distant lands. You returned to Gondor in its time of need, my friend. I deem that is no coincidence. Tell me everything you know of this fleet and the villains who captain it. Elisor sighs when you finish your account, and you can tell the events of the day have taken their toll. The death of Nakasi's husband Tumuldo at the hands of the Airsworn was an injustice, but it cannot warrant such an attack as this. As she remained in Umbar, nursing her hatred of Gondor, that would be a sorrow, and I would share her grief. But for her to seize command of this fleet and these weapons and bring them to bear against my people, that cannot be forgiven. 5 ships have come to the Harlan wielding the hungry fire I thought was gone. Nakasi captains the largest of these. 2 others are crewed by Haradrim soldiers, and 1 has orcs aboard. I could not see who commands the crew of the last ship, but from your account I deem it must be Balakad, son of Belacor the Scourge. The heirs of Castamere remain to trouble us, it seems. It has been a losing struggle to this point, Lorandon, but perhaps your arrival will help to turn the tide. Speak to my attendants here on the overlook, and we will begin to fight back against these invaders. The ships sailed into the Harlan with no warning, Lorandon. Their crews and orcs and Eredrim set the port ablaze in the span of a single hour. They came ashore, and we met them with sword and spear, but we were unprepared for such ferocity in time of peace. Our counterattack will come, and it must come soon. Face any of those who now pillage the Harlan, and you will help us regain the advantage.
King Elisar rode bravely from the White City and led a sortie against the invaders.
But we were pushed back to this hill. During the retreat, some of our soldiers dropped their weapons on the slope. Retrieve these weapons as you descend from the overlook and leave them in the weapons barrel that has been placed by the graveyard. They will be used again. It's only been a matter of weeks since I traveled with you in Enfelas, Lorandon, but so much has happened. Is it true that the son of Belacor, the Scourge, captains one of these ships against us? Are the heirs of Castamere behind this attack? You tell Afadir that Balakad supplied corsair crews for some of Nakasi's fleet, but most of those ships were damaged before they could sail to Gondor. You ask him what you can do to help fight against the 5 ships that made the journey. There was much chaos as we retreated to this overlook Lorandon, and we were pursued by our enemies. As the king's groom, it is my job to see to the horses. I did as best I could, but 2 of them slipped from my tending and fled toward the main street that runs through the center of the Harland. They were crazed by the flames, you see. Who among us was not? If you find Agladel and Garanor, send them back to me if they still live. Okay, so we got a few things to do here. I hate that the map doesn't work when we're in an instance. One of my biggest complaints. And I have plenty, so that's a statement, is it not? We have a blade here. Let's pick it up. Can you imagine carrying around 4 swords while you're trying to fight off bad guys at the same time? It seems crazy to me, but anyway. Oh, okay, I get to throw them into the barrel here before I go fight anybody, so we got that. That quest is done. Taking damage from... Oh, I thought it was from the fire. I guess it was from something else. Maybe it was fire, but it was showing up as a green icon. They just needed the great champion Lorandon. I haven't seen the horses yet. They're here somewhere. Since the map doesn't work in the instance, I can't use that to find them. I'll hit the right button eventually. Yeah, I found one of the horses. Go home, Agladel. The other horse must be down this way. Where is that last horse at? Ah, there's the other horse. Alright, now collect bowls. No, that's something else. Let me get rid of some of these quests. Not get rid of them, but I mean uncheck them because it's not over here where we're at. Alright, return to the graveyard outside the burning city. Holy crap, that's a long trip. Might have a few bad guys with us, as in the whole city. Trying to get them to stop pursuing. Okay, it worked.
Did you see the son of Balakor? I heard shouting above the tumult.
Voices cried that the heirs of Castamere have designs upon the White City. Could it be true? You assure Afader that the heir sworn will not have victory despite their initial success, and that the counterattack will begin at Elisor's command. Of course. Heed not my jumbled thoughts. The king's expression is already greatly changed from when you first encountered him today. His weariness has been replaced with determination. This is the hour in which we fight back against the invaders, he says. Belendor tells me that Nakasi has broken with his kindred, and is an enemy of Umbar. Okay, read it again. Belendor tells me that Nakasi has broken with his kindred and is an enemy too of Umbar. I believe him. He counts himself no longer a man of Gondor, but today we will fight side by side to prevent Nakasi and her allies from endangering our lands and our homes, though they be not shared. Okay, Belendor's here.
We have to do something about the Narjok weapons Nakasi has mounted upon the song.
Okay.
Nakasi inflicted great damage upon the Harlong with her initial attack, but her forces are limited.
To those who made the crossing. The soldiers of Minas Tirith greatly outnumber the warriors at Nakasi's disposal. When King Elisor mounts his counterattack, they should be able to overwhelm the crews of the song. The Nargok weapons remain the real danger, for they greatly make up for her disadvantage in numbers. We have to disable those weapons, Lorandin. I will go with Rothog to destroy the Nargok weapons aboard the Orc ship. You should find Jojax on the eastern side of the port city near the docks, and go with him to destroy the Nargok weapons aboard one of the Ordahai vessels. Then we will have leveled the playing field somewhat and given King Elisor an opportunity to mount the counterattack. This is what Sergon wanted, Lorandin. Peace between Gondor and Umbar. I will not allow Nakasi to shatter the chance for good relations between our peoples. Okay. Find Jajax on the eastern side of the burning Harlan, preparing to storm the docks. Alright, so back in we go! Fire doesn't bother us, no! Actually, let's go this way. Will you stop running past me? I don't know who taught him that technique, but that's a sucky technique. You don't run past the person you're going to fight. God, I hate not being able to use the map. I was like, I'll pull up the map. I keep forgetting I can't. Oh, I was just about to kill him. There you go. Oh, you stop looking at the map. I'm gonna lose my mind. Keep trying to look at the map to see where I need to go next, and I can't do that. Should I go out there and fight them? I'm looking for Jajax. I have no idea where he is. The eastern side of the burning Harlan. Eastern. Eastern is that side. He's going to be across the water. So eastern is that side. Well, I think that just goes to a ship. We'll go out there just in case. Just in case. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Alright, I see the arrow has popped back up on the mini-map, so we'll go in that direction. The arrow is actually pointing over there, where I had come from. Huh. Now, just for that, we're going to destroy these people. You all shall pay for making me swim this harbor twice. Alright, so it's like he's right in that direction. Probably went right by him earlier and didn't see him. That's highly likely. Okay, he's disappeared off the minimap, so he's close. Haven't I been here before? I'm pretty sure, because I fought that thing. There! I found Jawjax! I am certain I've been by here before. It's hilarious.
Belunda and Rothok will disable the Narashak weapons on another of these ships. Let it be a competition!
Yes, a competition! With your good fortune and my incredible skill, we will accomplish our own mission before they succeed. Zoom! We will
teach our enemies the danger of harassing the hungry fire.
I have overheard the speech of our enemies, Lorandin, and learned the names of their ships. The Ordahai ship Kasakati is moored nearby. The Orc ship Gurjavosh lies at the end of this dock. You need not commit those names to your memory, for they will not long matter. We will teach their captains the lesson of the flames, that he who sets a fire may be the one who burns.
We will handle the Ordahai, Balando. You and Rothok can take the Orc ship.
It will be done.
Let's go. Where is it?
Destroy the Norzak weapons, but be sure to get clear!
Ooh, that does some damage. Oh, hello there. Why can I not hit him? Okay.
Thor's weapons have burned out! What was that?
The explosion came from the direction of Gurshalovosh.
Belunda and Rothok may be in danger. Follow me!
Let's go. Come on, Jajax.
Oh, no.
No, not Belendor. I was too late, Lorendin. Too late to save him. Rothog looks up from his fallen comrade, the half-troll's own body singed and crackling in the heat. I battled to the captain of the ship in combat while Belendor went to disable the Nargak weapons. Something went wrong. The hungry fire. The orcs knew our purpose here and set a trap for us. They damaged the mechanism of the Nargak weapons, and when Belendor... Rothog bares his fangs at you. After the explosion, I ran into the flames and carried Belendor out of the inferno. But it was too late. He completed his mission, but he has left us.
Gondor means nothing to me.
Okay.
But Belondor did not want it to burn.
Right.
You must tell the King of Gondor he cannot fail.
For Belendor.
On this day, he must honor my friend Belondor with victory.
Yes, my friend, we will do that. Alright, bring the map to somebody. Nope, that's a different quest. It's another one you need to turn off. What else we got? We got bounties. We need to take those off as well. So we can see on our quest log we only have one. Return to the graveyard and talk to King Elisar. Okay. Kicked his butt. Uh-oh, King Elisar's been hurt.
I don't know what happened.
One moment the king was issuing commands to his knights, and the next he was upon the ground. I think he has been stabbed by a secret knife, Lorandon.
My king, who has done this to you?
King Elisar grimaces with pain, and blood trickles from beneath his chestplate. Lorandon, my friend, heed my words. It was Afader, my groom of horses. He stood close by, and whispered in my ear, "For the heirs of Castamere," hissed he, and his knife found a gap in the plates of my armor. He must have been the traitor we suspected. Elisar laughs quietly, but the action causes him pain. I thought such a one would be higher in my counsels. I will seek to join Balakad by the air-sworn ship moored at the docks. Pursue. Are we going back in there? We keep... Oh, the damn map. We keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. Can we get in a different direction, or is that impossible? Let's see if we can go through the flames. We can do this! No, it doesn't work. I was going to say for the king, but it didn't work. The flames were too powerful. We will destroy every orc, every Orahai. We will destroy them all. The Airsworn, every one of them must pay for King Elisar. would appear to be in this direction. Can we even go through that? I don't think we can. Nope. It's too painful to make myself go through. An orc captain. Well, excuse me for not killing you sooner. There you go. Enjoy your death. Ah, I tried to get away from his stun ability. It didn't work. Alright, still in that direction. I think we go in here and take a left. It's disappeared off my map. Ah, there he is around the corner. Or somebody is. Oh, it's Tathata. Okay. We must end this now. You asked Tathata if she has seen Afaradare, the man you pursued to the docks. He is just ahead, she responds. But he is no one. We must put an end to his masters.
Nakasi and Balakad must die, not for the safety of Gondor, but for that of Umbar and her people.
You're ready to see this done, Lorandon? I am ready. Yes, let's go!
The end comes.
The Airsworn ship moored alongside the dock here is called Fasaneg, the last heir. You must see that this name comes true and put an end to he who rallies the Airsworn. My business is with Nakasi. I've been wanting to kill Nakasi since Corsairs of Umbar. Apparently I still can't kill her. Do I have to kill anybody else on this ship? No? Alright. She's got trolls too.
Balakad, I have slain the King of Gondor. You must protect me.
Nah.
Is this true?
No, he's not dead. Tell them no.
Do you think to deceive me?
No, my lord, please, let me explain. I will prove my loyalty to the heirs of Castamere.
Sure you will. Hold my L.
My business is with Nakasi and no other. These two are yours.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, Tathata.
Let me explain.
The explain's over. It's time to die. Always have I been loyal to the heirs of Castamere Lorandon. I gave them whatever tidings I could of Elisar's plans, and the woman Erith proved a fount of information. Indeed, it was most challenging to determine what news could be of use amidst all of her ramblings. I lost contact with Methon shortly before the king departed for Outer Gondor, I received no further word from the other supporters of the heirs. I had to decide what actions to take on my own. That stayed my hand for a time, but always I sought for some means of separating the king from his defenders while we ventured in Anpheles and Penethgelen. But now that Belakad has assumed his rightful mantle, I can die knowing I have done what I could to support his rise. If I must die, then I will die for him. Praise the memory of Castamir and all his heirs. Yeah, whatever. Time for you to die. No, you just died.
I asked you once before to stand beside me.
Not gonna
You
happen.
must know the destruction of Gondor is necessary.
Nah, it's really not.
The ancient elves, they will kill us all.
You're an idiot.
Your time has come, Balakad.
Wait. If I surrender, if you grant me mercy...
No, 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 no. No, you get no mercy.
Nakasi!
Who can I fight? Let me fight somebody. Anybody.
When I sailed to this place,
Oh, there
I
you
knew
are.
I would never leave it. But
Well, you were
first,
right.
Balakad would die. I needed the loyalty of his men if I was to have my vengeance upon Gondor. But that vengeance was incomplete, for so long as any heir of Castamir still drew breath. Now I can tell to Muldo, he is avenged.
It's time for me to avenge you. Come here. You cannot defeat me, Brandon, not even with Rothog and Tathada by your side. Well, I could, but the programmers won't let me. My victory is already complete, for I have avenged Muldo and satisfied my quest. Gondor burns as I knew it must. My enemies, all of my enemies, have suffered for the hurts they caused me. Now I am beyond all hurt. You have already lost, no matter the outcome of this battle. Do I look like I care? You have made me traipse all over the deserts and marshes of Harad. I have done quests where they sent me back and forth repeatedly. You are going to pay, Nakasi. You are going to pay, and you're going to pay well. As long as the programmers don't keep me from killing you. Yes! Yes! Go to hell, Nakasi! Go to hell and don't collect $200 when you pass go.
She is defeated. Her life nears its end.
Woo! We got a wrist item too. Is it any good? They take away my critical rating. I hate when they take away my critical rating. Why do they do that? Okay.
Her eyes dim. Nakasi sees us no longer.
Alright.
If you have anything to say to Nakasi, say it now.
Bye, Felicia.
What has happened? How is it I come to be here?
Why am I playing as Nakasi now? Virtue cap is... Oh, okay, we finished Zeal. Valor is finished. What else do we have? That one's finished. Let me go down the row. Valor is done. Wit is done. Zeal is done. Determination is done. And so is confidence. So all of them are done. Let's pick up on... Yeah, let's get some resistances. We'll go with that one. I'm sorry, Captain. The kindred of the coins meets within. I cannot let you pass.
Where my husband goes, I go. Do you believe you can prevent me from joining Tumuldo?
Okay.
Very well, Captain. But this is your doing, not mine.
Alright. Isn't she dead? This makes zero sense.
Emilka hid her allegiance to the heirs of Castamere from us. It is only right that Tadata take her place at our council.
Hold, Azagath. These are kindred matters. Our number is 7, not 8. Nakasi cannot stay.
Your numbers will be fewer if you try to keep my wife from me. Anything you say to me, you can say to Nakasi as well.
Are any welcome to join this kindred, then?
It would appear so. We already have a Gondorian on this council.
Say so once more, Tumuldo, and I will take your other hand.
Calm yourselves, my friends. Remember why this kindred was formed.
The kindred of the coins was formed to free Umbar from its masters. We possessed our differences, but always be held to that mission. Did we not?
Just wanted to get a picture of that.
This meeting of our council is dismissed.
Until next we meet, then.
Tumuldo, wait a moment, if you would. I would like to speak with you and with Nikasi. Very well, Azagath. You have our attention.
Good lord. You know, I have eyes everywhere. Sometimes they see things of interest to me, to those of my friends I can trust. Know you of the vast lake at the head of the Iqraban? I thought not, for it appears on few maps and none in Umbar. Any who stray too near this lake, Sugnadar, the Fear Water, are slain before they can report of its existence. What deserves such secrecy? I have learned the answer, my friends, and I ask that you hear me out complete before you disregard my words. Decades ago, following the destruction of Umbar and the burning of its fleet at the hands of the hated Thorongil, the Dark Lord of Mordor commanded the creation of a new fleet to replace the one that was lost. Barkush ordered the creation of this new armada at Sugnadar, far from the prying eyes of Dunadan and Gondorian spies. The Song of Waves and Wind it was named by its builders, and in number it would far exceed even the most grand of the corsair fleets of history. The work continued for many years, but for reasons unknown to me, Barkush began his war without waiting for the song to be ready. Only now does it near completion. Let me forestall your objection, my friends. This kindred exists to oppose the Church of Barkush and allies with none who worship that Dark Lord, though he be gone. But the Song of Waves and Wind is not of itself evil. It is a tool, a weapon to be used, and just because Barkush set it down does not mean others might not pick it up and use it for their own defense and for their own aims. This fleet could be a gift to Umbar and to those who must now lead it through dangerous days.
Who else knows about this fleet? Only those I can trust. Harmelak believes it will not be finished in time. And Kortek thinks it will not be enough. What do you believe, my friends?
I believe that somebody named Lorendin will destroy it later.
Gondor will choose peace. It may not be necessary to release the song. Perhaps not. We will not know until someone sails to Gondor and presents them with this choice.
No, Tumuldo. Sail not to Gondor.
And that's what set that in motion.
You will come with me, my love. The waves will never part us. Together, we will learn if Gondor desires peace.
What is happening? Tumuldo! Where have you gone?
It is time to go, Nakasi.
Can we not remain here together? I have missed you so.
Every ship must leave the shore someday. Ours must now depart, my love.
There was something I wanted to tell you. But now I cannot remember what it was. Yes, my love. Let us sail beyond the darkness of this life.
Quite the ending. She is gone, Lorendon, with its leaders dispatched and the Nargok weapons damaged. Song of Waves and Wind has reached the end of its campaign against Gondor. Already the fighting turns against them. The battle will soon be over. Now the healing must begin. Holy crap. Was that the end of this expansion? That was pretty epic.
Let me put your mind at ease. King Elisar's wound is shallow, and we tended to it in time.
He will survive the traitor's blade.
He has asked to see you.
Ooh, nice. We get that environment now as well. Oh, we're going to get a cloak. What does the cloak look like? There's 3 of them. And they are different colored, basically. That's vitality, or I'm sorry, outgoing healing rating, tactical mitigation, incoming healing. And this one is the one we will be taking, the critical. And let's see how well that can be dyed. Let's go with black. Okay. It dyes very well. Alright. The king smiles at you and you are reassured to see the return of his strength. My friend, I am glad to see you survived the battle. The reports I have heard tell me the threat of the song is ended. You tell King Elisor that Affadar has paid for his treachery, and both Nakasi and Balakad perished during the fighting. He nods. Would that we could have dissuaded them from this course, but alas, only rarely is that possible. I confess to you it never occurred to me that Affadar could have been the supporter of the heirs of Castamere whose presence we suspected in Minas Tirith. The gaze of my suspicion turned always to those who wielded greater power than my groom of horses. And yet the heir sworn prized his reports, believing he was always only moments away from wielding the blade that would end my life. Surely there were opportunities to be had before today, Lorendon. This I believe, for it seems to fit every fact. While the Harlan burned, Affadar stood near enough to me to whisper his battle cry in my ear. For the heirs of Castamere, he said, as he slipped his knife beneath my armor, and I, all unsuspecting. How then did his blade not pierce a vital organ? How could he inflict this wound with such murderous intent and yet not spill the last of my life's blood? I think our tour of King's Gondor planted a seed, Lorendon. When he traveled with us to Anfelis and to Penethgelen, he did so intending to serve the interest of the heirs of Castamere, but I think our journey caused a sapling to grow within his heart. When today he saw the opportunity to carry out his intention, I believe he was unable to fully wield the blade that could end my life, and his aim went astray despite his purpose. No, none can say if this be truly so, but that is my belief. I weep not for Affadair, but I hail him for my life, even as he sought the taking of it. Arwen smiles at you warmly. I am once again in your debt, dear Lorandon. My husband is ever eager to charge near and far in support of his people. Perhaps this bed will keep him from embarking upon foolish errands for a time. A short time only, I suspect. I am told his wound is shallow, and it would take one or more severity to keep him from tending to the needs of his people. But today he will rest, and for that I am grateful. Ereth sputters madly, for once at a loss of words. The Queen asked me to attend her as she came to the Harland. Is it true that Affadair thought to attack the king? Me, oh my. Tell Ereth that the groom attempted to kill the king, but was unsuccessful in the attempt and perished defending Balagad, son of Balakor. She nods sagely, overcoming her surprise. I always suspected he was a villain, Lorandon. Did I not tell you as we journeyed in Outer Gondor that he was up to no good? Let none say Ereth fails to see things as they are. You can tell the king will not long remain abed. Already he desires to get up and move around despite the instructions of his healers. You advise that he lay still and not aggravate his injury, and he shakes his head with amusement. The battle has ended, but there is something I need you to do, Lorandon. Nakasi's attack on Gondor must reshape the kindred of the coins, for it is my understanding that some of that body supported her in this, and others did not. Belendor died in our defense, but Rothog and Tathada also fought on our behalf, and they survived. What befell those who remained behind in Umbar? I ask that you speak to Jorjax here in the infirmary, and prepare to return with him to his city, Lorandon. We must learn what we can of the situation in Umbar now that the threat posed by the Song of Waves and Wind has been eliminated. Ah, there he is.
Yes, I understand. When we sailed from Umbar Bahabel, the city was in turmoil.
And my brother was somehow in the middle of it. Let us return to the Selhaven and learn what happened while we were gone. I will speak with you not far from the Beacon Gate when we have arrived. I have many questions. Does the kindred rule still? Might there be a reward for those of us who fought to protect both Gondor and Umbar from the ravages of the Song? King Elisor is not the only one who wants answers, Lorandon. Let us go at once. Oh, I missed. Oh, my bad. I have to select a reward first. I'm like, why is it not going on? Let's go ahead and put our new cloak on. And we don't want to lose these housing items. We don't want to lose this either. That's impressively awesome. We got our new wrist item here. Let's go ahead and open this, and we'll take a critical. Where's the critical? Critical rating, and we will take a primary essence of might. We will add those to our new item here. Ooh, our cloak gets one as well. Very awesome. What do you mean we can't use that? Minimum level 160. How come the items I'm getting aren't level 160? That's annoying. That's crafting. This one here. It's gonna put it in the same spot, so I can't use it. That is super annoying. Let's check our essence bag. This one for critical. There we are. Okay, we have this that'll do that, which is not good enough. This is 140. What about this one? This is 141, 150, and 160. Alright, so we'll have to use these. Did we have another primary? Another might to use? I don't know that we did. Essence of Might. Okay, we have this one. We'll use that on our cloak. And then we'll throw these back in here. There we are. This in here, that's all good. And we can now put on our new wrist item and figure out which of the other two wrist items needs to stay. This needs to go over this one. There we are.
Our return voyage was not as eventful as the first that brought you to these shores.
Umbar Bahrabel seemed on the very precipice of the cliff's edge when we departed, but all is now as it was. Let us ask some of the people nearby what transpired while we were away. You go to the east and find someone willing to talk near the northern shipyard, because they are always willing to spend the day in idle chatter, and the tidings we seek are the furthest thing from trivial. Oh, that's the VIP rewards. That's not where I thought I was going. Let me bring up my map.
How could you not have heard?
The kindred of the coins was overthrown, and a new kindred raised in its place. The god Umgada, the kindred redeemed. Harmelic god Golden Hand and Koltek the Temamir were in league with Ordok, allying even with orcs of Mordor. They thought to sell this city to its oppressors, but they counted not on us, the common men and women of Umbar, the shipbuilders and the sailors, the merchants and the scholars, the fishermen and the laborers. The people of Umbar Bahabel rose up against them, and with one voice we spoke to them. It will not be so, we shouted. The uprising lasted for the better part of the day and into the night. There was bloodshed, for not every soldier of Harmalic command threw down his weapons, but many saw the rightness of our cause and joined the just throng. Another group opposed us during the uprising, Airsworn, who have long troubled the peace of the harbor. One of my workers fought against them on the night of the uprising and can tell you more. Her name is Jinin, and she was on her way to the Gate of Songs north of the city just moments ago. If you hurry, you may find her there. That is in the past. May the new kindred better serve the interest of the Umbari people, free of the influences of Ordok. This person is where exactly? I'm looking for a blinking. I'm not seeing a blinking. Found it, way over here. Alright, so that's going to be Northgate. We'll go back over here to this one and take the stable master to Northgate.
Fair winds to you!
Yes, I fought against the Airsworn during the uprising. I am not afraid to speak of it.
They have always been the weakened side of the ship's hull, still long at sea, and I am not surprised that it eventually burst. The passage by the city of the Ordahai ships was a hammer blow to that imperfection, and the Airsworn believed their time had come at last to fully seize control once again. What made them so bold, I cannot say for certain, but whispers tell that many of their number had been secretly leaving the city for a number of weeks, rallied somewhere by the son of Balakor himself. The uprising was short but effective, and a new kindred has been formed to lead Umbar Baharbel in the days to come, the god Imgahada. They assemble even now at Dar Rafa, up the hill to the east. That is where I am going, for I wish to get a look at them. On these wise counselors we put our hopes. Excuse me.
My brother Dak stands with this new kindred as if he were one of them. That is an oversight, surely.
I don't think it is.
One thing followed another. I am not sure what happened.
I'm glad to see you safe and alive. At first I was just trying to carry out your will, telling the people what you told me, but as more and more folk learned that Harmelech and Koltek had imprisoned you and my brother, they became angrier and angrier. You helped many Umbari and Tamamir alike when you came to these shores, Lorandon, and it seems you have made more friends than you know. What began in confusion became a rebellion, Ilmagoli, the rising tide, and then there was no stopping it. Try as I might, I could not convince those who flocked to us that I was not cut out to lead them. And now they have made me a part of the God Umgada. I don't understand how this happened, and yet every step of the way has led me to this moment. Is this how you feel every day, Lorandon? I cannot get used to this.
I wear these burns proudly in memory of Belondor.
I believe he sells now in the company of his friend Sergon, and they are not bound by the oceans of the world. I sought not to join the god Emgada, but the people of the city demanded it. Could not refuse them. They asked for strength, and I possess it. It would be impolite to abandon them. Arthur grins, a frightful sight. Besides, he says, all of my things are here.
Despite the land where he was born, my husband was a man of Umbar.
The wife of such a man must be prepared for the voyage on which he might not return, and I was. Meshka smiles sadly. That makes it little easier, Lorandon, but one thing has lightened my sorrow. The people of the city loved my husband, and they grieve with me. The burden is shared across every ward of Umbar Baharbel, and so made less. They asked me to join the god Emgada, and to rule in Belendor's stead. I agreed, and so honor my husband's memory and the love he held for the city and its people.
The Temamir and the Umbari people must work together, and not at cross purposes.
For that reason, I was chosen to join the god Emgada. I feel I must apologize for the actions taken by Koltek during the past few weeks, Lorandon. I've explained to the Umbari and to my own people that I consider it a failing of my own that I did not determine his true allegiances in time to prevent the tragedies that befell the city. I need not tell you that he acted alone and for his own interest, and it was not with the authority of the shorewood stone that he fell in with Ordak or with the orcs of Mordor that were seen upon one of the vessels as it passed the city. I am grateful for the assemblage of Temamir who came to Thargoshka and informed me of his treachery during the early hours of the uprising. They will be rewarded. The actions of Koltek shame his people. The Umbari can rest more easily now that I have joined the god Umgada.
The people called for me to join God Imgeda. As Harbor Warden, I could not refuse.
I sought not to elevate my position, but with so many of the Ersworn gone from the city, it would seem my days must be less eventful. This will fill them up. To the Umbari who called for me to join this august body, I made this pledge, to remain vigilant not only of our enemies, but also of our friends and our chosen leaders. It appears to this old sailor that much of the trouble began when Tumuldo sailed to Gondor, and that done at Azagath's command. The old kindred should have sniffed out the sea shadow's evil before he could use it to deprive the city of such a hero as Tumuldo, who might have opposed him. Others might be deceived, but not I, and not now the god Magetta.
One mystery remains to be solved. Harmilok and Koltek are missing.
Oh, great.
None have seen them since the uprising began.
The people of the city who chose us to form the god Magetta expect us to redeem the kindred of the coins, to live up to its goals, and not succumb to the rot that festered within it from its early founding. I hope it will be so, but that will be made more difficult if we cannot learn what befell Harmalik and Koltek during the uprising.
They may have perished during the uprising. What do you think happened to them?
When the people arose. Well, it just
None
keeps
seem to
going.
know what befell Harmalik or Koltek during the uprising. We may never know.
Oh, now we're playing as Harmalik. You have nothing to fear, my lady. The doors of Darlaja are strong, and the men who guard them are even stronger. None of the shouting throng will get inside.
This way, my lady. I will keep you safe. What is happening out there? Stay back, my lady. Jade, what is happening outside? It is getting unruly.
Oh, we need to talk to him. Couldn't see the ring above his head. It was too bright. The area from Darlaja to Bithgabar is packed with residents of the city, a shouting throng. Many in the crowd carry weapons, but for now, they have not wielded them against us. I think that will not change, but I cannot say that with certainty. You must stay inside, my lady. It is not safe for you out there, and I fear we cannot protect you if you leave the safety of the meeting hall.
Kadar, I need you outside. Stay here, my lady. They will not get by us.
Return to the safety of the main hall. Okay. Darlaja is not